Hey everyone, so this is going to be a pretty quick video, but a few weeks ago I planted up a couple strawberry plants in a container and they're putting off a bunch of runners. If you aren't familiar with strawberry plants, runners are basically little offshoots that are essentially clones of the mother plant. So if I plant a strawberry plant in the ground, it's not uncommon to get like 30 to 50 runners of the plant, and that's how it propagates itself and reproduces. Now, since I'm gardening in a container, these runners right now have nowhere to go, so I'm going to propagate the runners in additional containers, and I figured it might be fun to take you along with me and show you the process. So let's go take a look at the plant. Alright, so let's head on over to the strawberry plant. So I have the original strawberry plant. We're going to take a look at the different runners, determine which one I want to use to propagate, and then I also have a container of pre-moistened soil. So when you are propagating your strawberries, just like when you're propagating just about every other plant, you want to keep the soil consistently moist just to help the plant root in. So now let's take a look at all the runners we have and choose which one we want to propagate. So a few things I'm looking for. One, the size. So if they're already a little bit larger, that'll work better than the smaller ones. If I see one that's already starting to root, I'll use that one as well. But also I want to make sure it's kind of long enough away from the container so that I can easily put this new container next to it and then have the runner inside of it. So we have a bunch to choose from. I'm actually probably going to trim off any of the ones that I don't plan on using to propagate. So I'll do that just so that most of the energy goes back into the original plant and then any of the plants that I am attempting to propagate. So looking up close here, you can see at the bottom these little nubs, and that's where the roots are starting to form. Leaves here at the top. This one is a pretty good size, but it's not too long, which I want to have a little bit more length just so it's easier to work with when I'm propagating. These are really tiny, not going to work with those. This one looks pretty good. Also has some roots there. Pretty long stem for the runner. So this is a maybe. Let's come over here. I think that's just a leaf, not a runner. Pretty good one here too. But I think this one is a little bit larger, so this one is going to be the winner. Alright, so moving the pot over, I'm basically just going to lift up this runner and then I'm going to place it into the pot and hold it down with a bobby pin, which bobby pins I use much more frequently in the garden than I ever thought I would. So let's move the container next to it. Where did I put the bobby pin? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so you just want to find something to clamp the strawberry down into the soil so that the roots maintain contact with the soil. They'll start to root in. Once it's sturdy enough, I'll go ahead and remove this just so it doesn't like pinch the stem as the plant begins to grow. So let's see here. Put it right about center, pushing it into the soil. So the roots are down there. I'm just going to lightly cover. It is actually pretty sturdy on its own, but I mean, if we get a slight breeze, it might knock it off. So then I'm going to put in this bobby pin. It's hard to see with the dark color on the dirt, but I'm just going to tamp it down just gently in there. Not even sure you can see it anymore, but basically the bobby pin is right there. That's going to hold the plant in the soil in place until it starts to root, and then again I'll come back in, and if I remember, I will remove that bobby pin. So it's a pretty simple process. I will give you some updates as it starts to root and grow, but if you have a container garden and you want to easily create more strawberry plants without having to pay any money, this is the best way. I mean, there's a ton of runners here to choose from, so I'm probably going to do this with a couple more containers, so maybe I can get 2 or 3 more plants from this main plant. I actually just found another huge runner. Again, the runner itself isn't really far enough away from the container for me to be able to plant it in the center of a new pot, but this is a good example of the roots and the leaves so that you can tell which way to plant. So if I was going to plant this one up, I would want the roots here, which are already growing, down and covered in the moist soil. Leaves are going to be up, roots are going to be down, and that's how you want to place all of the runners in the containers in order for them to root in correctly. Okay, so that is everything for today. Like I said, I will keep you updated on the progress. Also, let me know, I always wonder if I should wait to upload a video until I actually have some updates, or if I should publish a video first and then just do a later update. So let me know which one you prefer, and then I'll keep that in mind for the future. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.